What's going on, guys? Earlier today, I didn't get to talk to you guys as much as I wanted to. So we are going to discuss in this vlog what the type of things that you want to do and think about in order to keep your customers happy. The whole goal here is to keep customers, keep them happy, and be able to add to the customers and grow the company. Whether you're a company driver or you're an owner-operator or you are a company owner, they all apply. You could think that it doesn't apply as a company driver, but look, if the companies we work for lose business, then that directly affects how we can make our living. So guys, let's hurry up, go get unloaded, and then I will see you guys in a few minutes and discuss what we did. See you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm on my cell phone real quick, so I'm not going to grab my big camera, but they're short-staffed here at CarMax. So instead of waiting, I'm going to sit here and wait for him to come back out. Instead of waiting for the next hour and a half while they try to get these cars back behind the gate, I just told the guy that I'll just meet him right here at the gate. You can see I'm right here at CarMax. He's walking up, so I'm gonna be off this in a second, but I figured I'll just run up here, bring all the cars to him at the gate. He can park them back there. We'll just keep meeting here. I'll be out of here in 20 minutes. Make my life easier, make his life easier. So we're gonna do that quick, and I'll see you guys in a minute. So yeah, I'm walking up here real quick, grabbing all these cars. Like I said, he's over here parking them. I'm wandering up. It'll make his life easier. He can get back to wherever he's got to do. It'll make my life easier because I'll get out of here probably 20-30 minutes sooner. You can see all my cars parked out here outside the gate. So I'm just gonna, like I said, grab all these quick and get them back over to the gate. And that way we can both move on. I can make more money by getting to my next load, and he can do whatever his job is. So see you guys in a couple minutes. We're gonna drive this one over too. All right, so I'm taking my last one over there right now, and look at that, 5-8 minutes total, and we're both on to our next job. Otherwise this guy would have been walking back and forth to get these cars for the next hour, and I would have been delayed that long. So now I still get to keep all my 11 hours of drive time, and I'm not pushing into that. So that's what you got to do here. See. All right, guys. So as you could see from earlier today, that we ended up having to help bring the cars into the dealership. We offloaded, and then when I walked in to go ask them to come out and inspect the cars and get an autograph, the gentleman inside said that, look, it'll be a few minutes. They are super swamped, and they keep having employees calling out sick. I don't know whether it's because of COVID or whether it is just sick in general, but either way, he keeps having people call out. So they're understaffed. They were understaffed, and they were swamped to begin with. So he said, look, it's going to be a few minutes, then I'll come out and I'll inspect everything. And then I did. I hopped into my truck and sat there waiting for him to come out. And then when he did, my thing was, I offered at CarMax, they won't sign your paperwork until you have until the cars are all inside CarMax behind the gate. And that usually consists of 3 or 4 guys walking out. They look the vehicles over, then they run them in real quick, and it takes 5 minutes on average for them to get them all in, and then they come out and sign your paperwork, and away you go. But it was only him. He was the only one there, and I'm pretty sure he was one of the managers there, because you can usually tell by the way that they present themselves. But he came out and he said, okay, well, these are the vehicles. We walked around them real quick, and he inspected them so that they all looked good enough. And then he said, let me get them inside the gate, and then I'll sign everything, which is normal, like I just explained. But the whole issue is it's a fairly decent walk from where we have to, at that CarMax, where we have to unload, to where their gate is. It's a pretty good size hike, and we're talking a minute or two worth of walking. Nothing substantial, but when you're talking 8 or 9 cars, or 10 or 11, depending on what you're hauling, and one person doing it, which is going to be, think about it. That's a 2 or 3 minute walk to get the car, then drive it in, get the key box, go park it out back, walk back up to the gate, which is probably another minute or 2, because usually he was just getting to the gate when I was getting the car to the gate. So now you're talking 5 minutes per car. Add that up. Let's say it's 10 cars. Easy math. It's 50 minutes at the quickest possible amount of time it would take to do that. So I offered to him, I said, hey, look, let me make your job a little easier. You just go over to the gate, get ready, and then get everything set up so when I pull up, you can just jump in the car, take the car through the gate, throw the key fob in the lockbox, and away you go. And he agreed. So as you saw in the video, I hiked my happy butt back and forth real quick and got him off his cars, which, again, I didn't have to. And this doesn't directly affect me per se, other than me telling you guys and using this as a teaching moment, like an example to give you. No one would ever know about this other than the fact that I did it, and between me and him, that's as far as it would ever go. So there's not doing this kind of stuff for kudos or anything like that. But here's the thing. It got me back on the road much faster. I probably saved 30, 45 minutes, depending, because if he is a manager and he's pulling a car in and something happens and he gets called out, or he gets called back into the office or whatever to go do something, that could be another 5, 10, 15 minutes by the time he gets back out for his next car. So it saves both of us time, especially me, because for him, he's probably paid hourly or salary, but for me, I'm paid by the load. So if I spend an hour waiting to get my cars in, and I lose an hour of my 11-hour drive time on the day, that directly affects my paycheck. That could make it to where I'm either stuck out a day, I don't make it home before my clock runs out for an 11-hour day. That 1 hour usually, I mean, it could affect your 70, but I would say it usually doesn't. Or lastly, or the other thing is it keeps that location happy. They see that, yes, I'm not the company owner, but as an employee, I'm a representative of the company. And to them, if asked, he's going to have something very good to say about the company, including possibly asking us to bring more cars, which then again directly affects my paycheck because it opens me up to having more potential loads into that dealership, which is near where I live. And it keeps the ball rolling with being able to constantly stay loaded, because in this industry it's all about getting rid of the deadhead. And you can do that at a lot of your dealerships. I mean, we go to all kinds of dealerships across the country, us specifically, the company I work for, but you guys do too. And you have everything from, yes, technically, we're not supposed to take a vehicle, or the one I always hear is we're not a porter. And it's true, we're not. Our job isn't to park the cars and detail the cars and move cars around and get them where they're supposed to be. But there's battles that you do and you don't need to fight. And a lot of times, if something's not going to cost you more than a couple extra minutes, then go out of your way and do that for the dealership. If it's going to cost you a half hour, 45 minutes, yeah, sometimes you might have to put your foot down and say, look, I can't. That's not part of my job description sort of thing. I wouldn't use those words exactly because that's going to piss off a dealership. But saying something that, look, man, I'm really in a hurry today. I'm right up against my clock. If we could just get this checked in quickly right here and then go on. That's a different approach to just flat out going, no, I'm not doing it. And then people are pissed off. But yeah, if you can go out of your way a little bit for these dealerships, you got a couple things going for you. One, they're going to keep calling you back. Or if you're delivering new cars to the dealership, and they're never going to call you to bring new cars to the dealership because that's not the dealership's responsibility. But if you go out of your way for a dealership and they decide that they really appreciate it, and give them a card if you are your own company, or a company like the one that I work for, you just tell them, hey man, if you guys got used cars or anything, go call our sales department and talk to them. Maybe they could work something out with you if they're real happy. But those are the kind of things that you do to, if you can keep these people happy, the likelihood of you getting more work from them, or they might know somebody. They might not. There might be a new car dealership that doesn't ever buy used cars at auction, but they may know somebody that does. Or they may have, I know a few dealerships that are right near where I am, and they may sell wholesale cars right off their lot to another dealership. And if that person asks, hey, do you know anybody that could transport these cars? Guess what? Your name's coming up. And that's how you start building your clientele up. So guys, I guess today's vlog is all about just keeping people happy, keeping your dealership happy, showing yourself in a professional manner, and trying to present, whether you're an employee or it's your company, but present yourself and what you're offering as if it was your own company at all times. Because if you do that, look, you're going to keep everybody happy throughout the chain. And at the end of the day, that last link in the chain, whether you're a company driver or you own the stuff, is you. And if you can keep everybody above it happy, guess what? You're going to stay happy because you're going to stay busier. But guys, that's all I have for today. Again, down in the description, as always, it's going to be Robinhood. It's going to be the Get Upside. Also going to have my Instagram and my which I just started, so I'm trying to put photos of loads that I do on there, just so that you guys can kind of browse through them if you have a weird wacky load. I tend to like hauling weird wacky loads like that, so you might be able to see and get ideas and stuff like that. The other one is, guys, if you plan or you want to come to United Road as a company driver or as an owner operator, shoot me an email in my link below and in my email below in the description, and I'll get a hold of recruiting. We'll see what we can do for you, and hopefully I'll get to see you guys here. See you on the next one.